Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Engineer review in TDS. We all know that the Engineer was first leaked about 2 years ago in the Control trailer, and we got it in the Spring 2022 update. In today's video we will talk if you should buy the Engineer or not. We'll talk about 4 main things: stats and DPS, price, the usefulness of the Engineer in the early, mid and late game, the advantages and disadvantages of the Engineer and compared to the Accelerator. So let's dive into the vid. Let's start off with the price and stats. Engineer costs 4500 gems. At level 0, Engineer has 3 damage, 2 fire rate, 14 range, can build up to 2 sentries that have 2 DPS each, and Engineer's DPS is 1.5. Level 1 costs 350 and the Engineer gets plus damage and plus range, and the DPS of the Engineer increases to 2.5. Level 2 costs 400. Engineer gets plus 1 range and hidden and flight detection. Level 3 costs 1600 and Engineer gets plus 3 damage, faster fire rate by 0.2 seconds, and now spawns rifle sentries, which each sentry does 7.75 DPS. Level 4 costs 3500 and Engineer gets plus 7 damage, plus range, and 1 second fire rate, and the Engineer can place 1 more sentry. Level 5 costs 12,500 and adds 10 damage and spawns minigun sentries that deal 30 damage. And the last level, level 6 costs 35,000 and adds 15 damage, 2 range, and also the fire rate is now 0.8. Engineer gets war machine sentries. Let's start with the advantages. Engineer is the highest DPS tower in the game and it can deal crazy amounts of DPS with all turrets at max. And the Engineer also has hidden flight detection after level 2, so it's really strong for events and hidden enemies. Engineer turrets also can collide and deal damage with enemies if they are too near, but it rarely happens and the sentry might die. And also Engineer is really good for early, mid and late game because of her base price and DPS. So let's talk about the advantages of the Engineer. You can't place Engineer before wave 1 starts, so you must skip wave 1 to get the Engineer. Engineer sentries aren't affected by commander or teacher range boosts, so they might be weaker, but the Engineer can build the sentries much faster with commander and medic. The Engineer can struggle against major bosses with the stamps, and because the sentries are units, they will die after boss stamps. And also the placement limit is only 6. Let's talk about the best strategy for Engineer now. It's best to skip wave 1 and then place a level 0 Engineer and farm until wave 6. You need to get a level 1 Engineer at wave 7 for heavies and farm until wave 8. Get a level 3 Engineer in wave 10 for abnormal boss, then you will be okay until wave 13. In wave 13 get another level 2 Engineer and farm until wave 19 and get 2 more level 3 Engineers until wave 20. Finish maxing out farms and then place the rest of the Engineers and max out them for shadow boss and enjoy your win. So let's talk if Engineer is worth 4500 gems. I'll say no because the price is so high that you need to grind straight for 40 hours without taking a break. But if you have spare gems like me, you can buy the Engineer, and also don't buy the Engineer Game Pass because it's not worth $50 for a virtual item in a LEGO game. For conclusion, I think that Engineer is one of the best towers because it can shred enemies in early, mid and late game. But the sentries can get destroyed by stamps, but with medic and commentary you will get them back up in 7 seconds. That's why the Engineer is really powerful tower that can deal over 500 DPS, but the accelerator is almost the same but a bit better because he can damage a lead and he has hidden detection on the base level and he can get boosted by the commander. That was the video, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content like this. Goodbye.